So again, this is talking about that day that these missiles are going to come, man. The day of the Lord. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Ooh-wee. The elements shall melt with fervent heat. What melts element? What melts steel? What melts iron?
Fire.
What melts oxygen?
Right?
You can't even see oxygen, but it's gonna melt.
It's gonna burn up.
The elements, yeah, the elements. You can't, you know, the basic elements, yeah.
But it's gonna dissipate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The earth also,
The earth also shall melt.
and the works that are therein,
And the works, meaning the wickedness, the righteous works.
shall be burnt up. So all the
All the
works,
YouTube videos.
yeah, all burnt up, bro. All the works shall be burnt up.
Kinda
It's gonna be a clean slate, a reset button.
Because our works is going into the spiritual bank, you know.
Word up.
Because it's spiritual. We're not doing this for physical reward. We're doing this for a spiritual reward.
Right. So back into the book of 2nd Esdras.
Oh, actually, let that brother get going quick.
Oh, sorry.
Precept.
Oh, I got Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. That this shall be the plague, where the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Hey, whenever you come up here and you want to scoff or you want to go on the comment board and scoff, you coming against us, man. You fighting against Jerusalem. So this is what's gonna happen to you, man. Go ahead. If you don't repent, if you were the house of Israel.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes,
Salak, read that again.
their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their
flesh
feet.
shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What in God's name could do that? The ICBM nuclear missiles. That's what can consume away your flesh while you stand on your feet, man. Watch Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Yeah, you might think it's funny, but watch it. And read the scriptures. Read Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. Yeah, man. You people, you Edomites, you really think that this is funny, but this is what's coming to the earth, man. This is what's coming to your neighborhood near you, man.
This was coming to America.
Yeah. Go ahead and read that again from the top, brother, from verse 12.
This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem.
It says, this is the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite the people that fought against Jerusalem. What's Jerusalem? Who's Jerusalem? The Israelites. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, confusion of faces around the four corners of the earth, man. And what is going to happen to them? Go ahead and read, Doc.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
That's very descriptive.
Yeah, that's clear as day, man. Watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, all right? The Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and watch them guys at the end of the movie melt.
Or just sit back and wait for the missiles and experience it.
Well, when your eyes burn out, you can't see it no more.
You gonna feel it. Yeah, you
You're just be trying to,
Because it said as they stand upon their feet. When you're dead, you're not standing on your feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like that picture.
Yeah,
there.
just like
it's
her.
It happens so quick. Yeah, that's a quick.
that's gonna be painful, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be painful.
Boy, they don't know. These people don't know the meaning of pain. I was just thinking about that today, man. How was I to feel? Because I was thinking about Esau torturing. If he was to get our hands on us and torture us, I was just thinking about that pain and how I could try to comprehend. I couldn't even comprehend the pain of being stabbed in your leg or getting your leg chopped off.
That's where faith comes in. Just like the Maccabees brothers, he went numb and they tortured him to work. Or not the Maccabees, one of the 7 brothers. They tortured him so bad. The Lord had him that he didn't feel nothing.
He didn't feel no pain.
Yeah, but the point of what I was trying to say is that these people ain't going to be able to fathom what that pain and what that's going to be able to feel.
The missiles, yeah.
Or what the missiles are going to do to them, man.
So hot. Hey man, you understand what you burnt yourself on the stove. You know how bad that burns. It hurts. Now imagine that, man. The Lord is going to bring that to billions of people on the earth, and you think it's funny, man. Like we really trying to save y'all. We're not trying to save y'all. We're trying to give you a leg up, man.
They're trying to warn you.
Trying to give you a leg up. Hey, man, this is coming. You an Israelite, you should be getting with this. The hell with everything else, because the Lord's about to bring that pain, and it's gonna hurt. Just like it says in the Book of Revelation. We'll get that too later, Lord willing. I'm reading.
Oh yeah, that was it on Zechariah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get that.
I stood up.
Get that broad piece of you.
Okay, I'm gonna read. So I'll read on down. Get this. So Book of 2nd Esdras again, chapter 16, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out.
Wait, it said they are sent, and they shall not return until they shall not return until they what?
Come upon the earth.
Come upon the earth, meaning the missiles get shot off the silos, and they're not going to return until they come right back down on the earth.
Yeah, simple as that.
Hey, if you don't understand that this is talking about the missiles, then death to you, and you deserve one.
Yeah, you gotta watch one of the videos of how the ICBMs work.
Yeah.
It'll show, it'll break it down.
While brother's reading the scripture, and they're showing you the graph of it going
That's
up
a good
into-
video right there.
Yeah, it really. Hey,
Well, we have done that.
Yeah, brothers have done
Brothers
that.
have done that multiple times. You know, all you got to do is type in 2nd Ezra 16 GMS.
yeah. And then you will see some serious
It's gonna-
descriptive videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showing the vessel go in there, the second stage break off,
Yeah,
and then it come down all the way.
It
goes
gets
to
into the
space.
spiral.
Yeah, and then it locks on GPS, and man, and it goes onto the earth.
That's why they're not gonna miss their marks.
Their mark.
Because they got GPS coordinates.
Laser guided, baby.
Longitude, latitude.
Can't miss, baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, that's why the Most High gave Esau all this technology for his own destruction. You can pinpoint your exact location by satellite, via satellite. That's for the missiles, though. So they can pinpoint the destruction, their mark.
man, that's so beautiful, bro. It's wicked, but
You can get to your
beautiful,
destination on Google Maps. Well, that's how the missile's gonna burn you people up.
With the same technology.
Yeah, the same technology.
Yeah.
Google Maps.
It's the same satellite, probably.
yeah. Ain't no Google's plugged in, so
Oh Lord, bro, this is great. That's, so it says,
great time to be living.
and we here, baby. The plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
That's why America's gonna be that lake of fire.
Yeah.
Because it's still after the missiles hit, man. This place is gonna be utterly fucking lava lake, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just sand melting, oozing everywhere, man. Just all types of fires erupting everywhere. Yellowstone's gonna blow the hell up. Mount Helen in Washington State's gonna blow up again, man.
Oh Lord, man.
Right, all types of calamities are gonna be happening, erupting, tsunamis, earthquakes.
It's gonna look like hell. Like when you picture what hell looked like.
Yep.
The lake of fire, like you think, and then the devil's down there, whatever the case is. That's what America's gonna look like, right?
Destroying wind are gonna knock down these damn buildings.
In an instant.
Instantly. As soon as and I wouldn't be surprised if it hits downtown. So it's gonna be obliterated within like a 0.1 second.
Epicenter. Con, that'd be beautiful, bro.
You won't even see the glass will break. It's before the missiles even hit. The glass is gonna break from the sonic boom.
Yeah.
Make sure some kind of event with all these people out here. That's like they are now. Everybody's celebrating.
That's how Esau wants to get down.
Parade.
half naked and all that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna feel every bit of it. Ain't
They
nothing
have on
gonna...
their boats jerseys.
Hey, well, that's how these devils get down. That's what they got in their Project Megiddos. When they want to come against the men of the Lord, when they want to come against the people. All right, when they want to come in and establish martial law, they're going to do it when everybody's at home, man.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving or something.
Christmas,
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
That's what it said in Behold a Pale Horse.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah. It says you
Best time, or at night, in the middle of the
when
night.
everybody's
Midst of the
asleep,
night.
the weekend or something, when
Yeah.
people are at home at night.
A good old holiday.
Yeah, a beautiful
Break the holiday
yeah.
cheer.
A nice, wonderful holiday.
Oh man, y'all got something coming for y'all.
It'd be great if they did it on July the 4th when everybody's pissy drunk,
What is-
shooting
Oh,
fireworks.
fireworks.
You don't know if it's gunshots or fireworks.
The first of the year, the countdown.
Oh god, yeah.
And they look up.
Drop the ball.
Oh, what's that?
Hell is that?
You start seeing SEAL Team 6 out there. Oh shit.
Yep, go ahead.
Helicopters. Verse 15. No, 16 rather. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
So those missiles aren't going to return back to the silo. They're not going to just pocket themselves back into the silo in reverse style, man. That's not going to happen. All right, what's going to happen is those missiles are going to get launched off from Russia, from North Korea, from Iran, from Syria, all right, from the United Nations that that Donald Trump is so heartily bent on distancing himself from.
Yep.
They're all going to shoot their missiles, and guess what? They're going to come stay on the grounds of America. And of course, you got your token nigga got his 2 cents he got to throw in. You know? Go ahead, Al.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 23. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
And how is the so-called white man getting ready to fill his belly? by trying to implement this RFID microchip,
His
which is
New
the
World
mark of
Order.
the beast,
Yeah.
all right, so that he can enslave the entire population of the earth, man. So right before he gets ready to
his
fully
belly.
implement, because he's going to implement the RFID
get
microchip,
it.
but right before he fully implements the New World Order, the Lord's going to bring the judgment, man. Read that again, Bubba Bashar.
Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath.
Kind of meaning what? Those missiles, all right, and all the plagues that come with it, man.
I got a
Right.
quick scripture. This is Job 5 and 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Kind of devices meaning their plans.
Yeah.
All right, he disappointed them. All right, so they thought they was gonna get away scot-free. They was gonna implement this new world order, enslave the entire world population.
Hey, kind of, and that's
do away with the Jakes.
and that's what the Lord wants. He wants them to continue on, so that, oh shit, we got it. We upset in prophecy.
Yep.
You know, that's the pride of their heart, though. You know,
So he's
deceived
gonna-
them.
He's gonna disappoint them. Go ahead.
Con. It says, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon.
And while he's eating, it's talking about while he's because when you fill your belly, because you're eating. That's what Esau's doing right now. He's taking over resources.
Yep.
He's conquering the lands. He's setting up his democracy. All right, he's pushing out that philosophy. He's getting all the countries drunk, or all the nations with that wine.
Yep. You got India over there doing it. It's legal to be gay now.
Yeah, you got women drivers over there now.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
That's where we're at in the world right now, guys. You never thought it would happen.
Oh shoot, you got. Speaking on here in America, the first girl integrated into the Boy Scouts was here in St. Pete.
Oh, I seen that
You
shit.
seen that
yeah.
shit?
Oh yeah, I put the
This week.
Yeah, I put the article up.
They got Cubs, they got Girl Scouts or whatever they call them that sell cookies, but this bitch want to be in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, but it's a transgender. It's a transgender.
Nah, so it's a little girl. It's an actual little girl.
To the boy.
That's what, I seen it today in the morning.
Is
Yeah,
that a little girl looking like a little boy?
it's a little girl. That's a little girl. She
Oh,
just
wow.
want to be in the Boy
Okay, I
Scouts.
saw something else then. Okay.
yeah.
Wickedness, bro. What the fuck, bro? I'm done with
Yeah.
America. I've been done. It says,
What else is here?
Yeah.
Jeez.
it says, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon,
Missiles.
missiles, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
What's that bow of steel? Nuclear missiles, man.
Yeah, them silos.
The iron
The
weapon.
silos.
Yeah, the silos or the submarines.
Yeah, man.
Whatever they come, B2
Jets?
bomber,
Yeah, B2
whatever
bomber,
the fuck
yeah.
they coming out of.
They're using those,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because that's how did they shoot the atomic bombs? It was the Enola Gay and
Those weren't fuel propelled.
no, I'm saying the atomic bombs.
Yeah, the atomic
But those were the size, almost the size of a school bus.
Yeah.
So now they can put them in a regular jet. These ICBMs, they can put a one,
Power
two,
the
8 warheads. And one.
On a wing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Iran, they just watching
Yeah, the
on the way
underground,
to camp. Iran just came out with their new missiles just yesterday, man. And now they're able to reach twice the distance and have twice the power. And a little ass missile. Well, not really small, but
Yeah,
compared to
yeah.
the atomic bombs of,
To the little man and
of
fat
World
boy.
War II, yeah. Boy, they were small compared to them, man. Skinny, long.
Well, matter of fact, the Tsar, the Russia's most
Big
powerful.
boy, yeah.
That's a big ass bomb, man. That's just the size of a school bus.
Yeah, that bitch is like a round and shit.
Yeah, the Tsar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which was the most powerful one ever tested.
Yeah, the Tsar.
Yeah, the Tsar. So imagine
Yeah.
what they got now.
You seen that shit when it exploded? That shit looked like the end
That was
of
like
the
a
world.
mile wide radius.
You know, and there's a conspiracy talking about the nukes ain't real.
Out of my face.
All right, that means he's just gonna eat one. He's just gonna eat one.
Yeah, I seen it's funny you say that. I seen I got this cat on the social media. I be on the social media, I just check it out every now and then to see what's going on. I got a bunch of Israelites on there from when I first got into the truth that I want to friend everybody.
Yeah.
And so now like I'm in the truth and I still got them on there. Every now and then they pop up on the feed. You got these cats talking about the flat earth and missiles don't exist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm starting
The
reading
nukes
this
don't
man.
exist. He said, the argument is, how do you know if it's a nuke or an atomic weapon? What's the difference between that and a regular bomb? How do you know if it wasn't a regular bomb? Motherfucker, have you seen They dropped the Moab and it just blew some
That was
shit
a
up.
regular bomb.
But it didn't go up to the sky and
A big plume like
come on,
that.
man.
Yo, what you talking about, bro?
Simpletons.
You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
They might be paid off, man.
Yo,
Because that's a new thing. That wasn't 20 years ago.
there wasn't
you
new
know?
that back then. That's a new thing. You said it. Everybody knew that the space existed. existed.
Well,
Okay.
it's a new thing because it's being brought out now through the man of the Lord, through the Spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
By Shemi Al-Shai, the nukes was going to bring the destruction of America. So now Esau had to throw in this
Nukes ain't real.
this new agent to try to disperse everything. Oh wait, but the nuclear missiles ain't real. This is a hoax.
Yeah. They'll tell you, oh, no, that North Korea shit's not real.
Hey,
You know.
this is why we say. This is why the scripture said we are not ignorant to Satan's devices,
Exactly,
man. Satan or Esau will send out these different plots, these different so-called hoax. Right. Oh, the Bible's a book
Conspiracies.
written by the white man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why is he talking about his downfall?
Yeah. Why is he talking about America's destruction if it was written by the white man?
He might get you to think that Obadiah's a granola bar, but
Obadiah fresh. Zero calories.
100% natural.
Yeah.
Obadiah almond bar.
that's a granola bar. It's a breakfast bar, man.
That's not a book in the Bible.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
That's some breakfast bar.
Google it, dog. It's in there.
Read it.
Well, see, it's all these things, all these different things that are meant to push Jake away. All those things are Satan's devices, man. All these demons, all these Edomites, man. All right, these elites. It's all part of their plan to try to push away the men of the Lord. That's why they got to push. That's why they're trying to push this whole Black Hebrew Israelite movement that we're extremists. All right, that's why they're gonna have to push martial law to get after us, man. To say that there's a threat here in America, which really the threat is the so-called white man. That's the real threat here in America.
And the biggest terrorist on the planet.
Yeah, he's the one that goes to the schools and kills children. All right, he's the one that's raping infants. All right, he's the one that's doing all the atrocities around the four corners of the earth. It ain't the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man that's raping little children, going to schools and shooting people up. It's the so-called white man.
That's right.
The damn devil, according to the Bible, man.
Yeah.
Right. That's who's doing all the atrocities on the planet Earth, man. And it serves him right that he's gonna get the nuclear missile sent on him, man.
That's right, man. Who's going around spraying chemtrails? Got GMO foods. All right, they push out these agendas of homosexuality. All right, they advocate women terminating childbirth at 9 months old.
They get
9 months old, the baby's about to be born, but they tell you to get an abortion, man. That's the so-called white man pushing this out, man. Who's the one that was hanging niggas and spics on the light poles, man? They did the same thing in the time of the Greeks, all right? That first Maccabees, chapter 1, man.
You can't blame. Yep. You can't blame it on the Native Americans. They wasn't doing that shit. You can't blame it on the East Indians. They wasn't doing that shit.
Can't blame it on nobody.
You can't blame
but
it on nobody.
Devil.
You're doing it, and we understand it.
And this is why we call you the devil.
This is why we call you the devil. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11, because you quoted it. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Honey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We see your bullshit, man, from 2 miles away. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, man.
Meaning plots, plans.
Yep. That's what we get. Hey, man, we ain't fooled by you devils, man. Neither, hey, the spirit of the Lord can't be fooled, man. The spirit of the Lord cannot be fooled by you devils, man. No matter how much you come up pleading, no matter how much you come up with tears, you're still not gonna find a place of repentance, man. All right? The devils are still the devil, and that's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
And you're gonna receive your consolation. You're gonna receive your reward. Go ahead, Doc.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And that's exactly what he does, man, with this whole nuclear missile hoax, with the flat earth hoax. He tries to pull you away from the truth, man. All right?
He does it to a lot of people.
Yeah, and he does, man. For those that are unfit to be men of the Lord, he pulls them away, man. All right, those that are not deemed worthy for salvation, like the brother just said, those are the ones that fall for these things. Those are the ones that get devoured by this devil, man, by Satan. All right. That's just what it is, man. And at the end of the day, those that get stooped by Esau's BS is gonna get the nuclear missiles as well. Okay? Regardless. Because it ain't just coming to you to the Edomites, man. These nuclear missiles are coming to you Jakes as well, man. If a brother wants to get Zephaniah 13 and 9 or 8 or 2/3? Yeah. What's that? Zechariah or Zephaniah?
Oh, Zechariah.
Zechariah 13 and
9.
13 and 8. Oh, sure.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 34. This is Yahushua speaking. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting.
Surfing.
Surfeiting, Salaki. Thank you.
Okay.
And drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. Talking about that day of destruction, that horrible
Surfing,
day.
being involved in this world, just chilling, you know, being just indoctrinated by this world's philosophies, man.
Yeah, because it goes right into, it says drunkenness right after that. Okay, because if you're too enveloped in this world, you're gonna miss the telltale signs of Armageddon, or you could say telltale signs of a civil war.
And the thing is, the reason why is because you're indulged in this world. You don't want to believe it. You might hear about it or see it, but you're gonna be in denial.
I can't
you know?
believe that.
Nah.
That can't be true.
Nah, I'm okay.
That's what they'll say.
You're in
That
denial.
can't be true. Like I was telling Jacob just yesterday at my job about picnic, the word picnic and where it stands from. He started laughing. He said, "Man, that can't be true." I said, "Hey, man, just look it up.
Yeah. Do some research.
Do some research.
Yeah.
You see?
Then you look it up and you see that it is true, and then you got to start questioning a lot of other things.
Shit.
You know, and then that's the point where Jake is like either comes in the truth and
Or he'll just put it down.
Yeah, like, I ain't
That's
see
too
it.
much.
It's too deep for me.
Yeah.
And then they go back to being a wicked man. Okay, but they got the warning. Okay, so you want the brothers you say surfing and just being drunken, it's being indulged.
What scripture
in
was
the
that?
world. That was Luke 21 and 34. If you want to look it up. Okay, you were indulged in a make-believe world. This is all make-believe, really. Okay, this is really just a covering.
It's a fantasy.
It's it's an illusion.
Hey, well, that's what the devil has done, man. He's deceived the whole world, man.
Yeah, it's a devil.
He's deceived. Yeah, exactly. He's another reason why we call you the devil, man. You have made life a fantasy for these people.
Here's that word real quick. G2897 for the word surfeiting is kroipale, and it means the giddiness and headache caused by drinking wine to excess. A headache from drunkenness as a seizure of pain, implication by a glut, you know, so
Like
it's from the
taken by-
pain,
yeah,
you
like-
know, the wine. You drank too much wine, and that's them philosophies, man. You don't know what's going on. That's why you got these jakes out here. They don't know what they got, because brothers was into that shit. They know 12 different doctrines at one time. You trying to figure out. That's what these people are into. Our people, man. That's surfeiting, man.
Yep. Yeah, that was us, man. Like, we
Drunk.
headaches. Yeah.
Like you don't know what to believe. Your head hurting now.
Like, well, this says this, but this says that.
Yeah.
But then I guess we got to mix them together.
Yeah.
You know, then you get a bigger headache.
now you mix
them
some tequila with vodka.
Yeah.
You know.
You throw it all up.
Yep.
You know. Yeah, we all been there, bros. We was all trying to figure this thing out, what the meaning of life is, man. You know. But when you find the truth, you gotta hold fast to that. All right? Because once you find out, then you realize, you see the signs like, oh shit, we're about to get into a civil war. Oh shit.
Hey, but just like in the
Fucking crash.
just like in the wedding where Yahushua turned the water into wine, what the best wine was saved for last. Just like in these times, you come across that best wine at the end. So you came across all this dirty wine, this nasty, filthy wine, and then at the end you came across the best wine, which is the word of Yahweh Shai. So that, hey, all these scriptures, all these parables, it's spiritual too, man. It's just not something he did. It's symbolic as well, man. Because this the last wine you're gonna drink of, man. You know, spiritually anyway. You know,
Right? Yeah.
because you were drinking, like the ruler of the party or whatever. He was like, why y'all say the best wine for last? You know, we've been drinking of this wine and that wine, but now we got the best wine. Like, you know,
And now it's time to
that's
really
the
turn
truth,
up.
man. Yeah.
You see? So and this, like the brother said, that's a good analogy. Yeah, we this is a wine.
Yeah.
All right, but this is the only wine that we need to be drinking. This is the last wine we're gonna drink spiritually. as
That
you said.
pure wine.
It's that pure wine. There's nothing. What else is there to drink? What can you drink after this? What can you drink after this that's going to thank you. I'm not trying to think of a good word.
Wet your whistle.
Nothing. You tried everything else.
Damn.
This is clearly the best, and you're gonna try. Let me go drink something else. No, it don't work that way, man. This is it. If you have any kind of taste, if you're a real connoisseur,
That's an Asian.
then you understand
Connoisseur, wine
that this is the best wine, and you don't need to drink nothing else. You got it. You got boatloads of it.
They're holding that Zechariah with 13 and 8. I'm holding that.
Yeah, bring it out. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
So in all the some of the land or all the lands? What did it say? Some of the land or all the land?
2 parts of therein shall be cut off.
Well, before that. What did it say before? How and what parts of the land?
2 parts.
No. Read the scripture again. Yeah. Start.
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land.
Okay, all the land.
All the land.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, but what that land is talking about is the land of Israel, because Israel was a people before it was a place. You know, so that land that it's speaking of there is talking about the land of the people of Israel. So it's in all the people of Israel. 2/3 shall be put.
Because the Most High, when he said he parted the lands, he gave them their inheritance. He was he said real quick. He said that he imparted the lands, or he gave them the inheritance according to whoop de whoop. But he was talking about the land. But he talks about Israel being his inheritance. So when it talks about the inheritance for the nations and for Israel, it's talking about the lands. But when it talks about the inheritance of the Most High, it's talking about Israel, you see what I'm getting at? The inheritance is supposed to be the land. When you inherit something, you get the land. That's as far as the nations. But what's the Most High's inheritance is the nation of Israel,
Believing in Jacob, he got his name changed to Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
Before Israel was ever Israel.
Exactly, yep.
Go ahead up.
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all their land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off, to die, but a third shall be left therein.
You've been there like 20, 30 minutes.
So it said 2/3 shall be burnt up therein, man, right? That's what it says.
2/3.
2/3 shall be burnt in, man. Meaning what? 2/3 of the nation of Israel, meaning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Confucian and faces. 2/3 of y'all meant to die, man. You ain't meant to get this word. Because that's really ultimately who was called.
Yep.
Yeah, all of Israel is called, man. All right, all of Israel is called, but only a few were chosen.
Yeah.
And what's that few? The 1/3. All right.
Yeah, Amos 9 and 10.
That was the.
That's talking about a 2/3.
Yeah, the 2/3 was meant to be destroyed.
Amos 9 and 10.
Yeah.
See, we don't come out here just to condemn the so-called white man all the damn time, man. We telling you, we saying that 2/3 of our own people are going to get put to death, man, which is a big number. That's why the scripture, the Lord even said, many have been called of the nation of Israel, but few have been chosen. Meaning the rest are going to get put to death.
66.6% of the nation.
Wicked number.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
All the sinners, meaning what? The 2/3.
Yeah.
Yep.
They shall all die by the sword, man.
Because the scriptures say that their sins shall not be imputed unto them. Talking about the 1/3, man. So the sinners of his people is talking about the 2/3. Because Yahushua died so that the sins of the elect, beginning with the elect, and then the 1/3 will be washed away, cleansed.
Right. Yep. I got some precept. Go ahead. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 22. Let the multitude perish then.
That multitude is who? The 2/3 of Israel, man. All right, go ahead.
Which was born in vain.
Born in vain.
Meaning you was just born to die.
Yeah.
You was just born to be as an example.
Useless.
All right, as an example of what not to be along with the so-called white man. Because the so-called white man is another example of what not to do and how not to be. Go ahead.
It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plants.
So like, read that the last part again. Let my what?
And let my grape be kept of the vine.
Yep, exactly. And what was that grape? The elect, man.
Yeah.
Because what? The nation of Israel is likened unto a vineyard. All right? And Yahushua said that parable many a times, man. All right? We're likened unto a vineyard. All right? And what? The choice grapes are the ones that are chosen to be made into that wine, man. Which is what? That new song. The elect.
Hey, remember that quote I had put on the WhatsApp app? I think I sent it to you brothers too about the best. They let the best grapes for the best wine. That top shelf wine.
Sit out in the sun.
Yeah, let it sit out in the sun. And the ones that last, they use it for that good wine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
You gotta get tried by that fire, the heat. You know?
cut. Which is you're gonna get into that in that Zechariah. But I finished reading this. It says, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
And much labor, what? Meaning the Lord has been dealing with us, man. The Lord has been molding us into the man that He wants us to be, man. Throughout all our generations, we've been doing all this wickedness, and the Lord has continued to correct us, to mold us this way. Okay, I molded him this way, and I see he worked on that, so now I got to mold him on this side. And now to what? To this point that we're in here, in this last captivity, and He woke us up to this fact that we're Israelites fully, and now we're going to be delivered, man. Because what? We're going to be made whole. We're going to be made perfect, man, through the Lord's work, man. Not our own works. All right, to hell with what we do, man. We're just sent out as servants, man. Yeah. All right, we're just sent out as servants, and the Lord has been watering us, man. All right, what the scripture said, Apollo waters, but the Lord giveth the increase, man. The Lord is the one who's actually putting in the work, man.
Paul planted, Paul watered, and the Most High gave the increase.
God, man.
There's nothing that we do. We just give you the truth. You do what you want with it, because the Lord's going to give you the increase if He wants you to get it.
Plant the seed,
you know. Yeah, we're the employees at Lowe's, man. We're just cashing you out for the seed.
Well, we're the husbandry. All we doing is plowing the field. You know, you got to make the grooves. You got to put the seeds, and then you walk away after that. You go home and let the rain do the rest, you know.
In other words, we're going to plant the seed we're going to tell you that you're Israelite. We're going to tell you about the prophecies. We're gonna continue. We're gonna water it by continue to tell you and try to nourish you, but give you different breakdowns.
Yeah, feed you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And the Lord, He ultimately is gonna be. You're gonna get the increase from Yahweh Shem Yahushua when you get it or not.
Yeah, exactly. It's up to the Most High, because you can water the hell out of a seed and that shit'll never grow.
You water the fuck out of it.
That bitch will never grow.
Too much and kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, too much information.
Moderation, yeah.
Too much information. You can't get it.
You got to know the specifics about that plant. How much water to give it, how often give it.
How much sunlight, you know.
Yep.
Every plant is different. Every seed is different. You can't water the apple tree the same way you would do a pineapple, you know.
Hey, some plants don't even need water.
Exactly.
Like the aloe vera.
And some bloom in the moon, you know. You know what I mean?
The aloe vera trees plant, you don't even have to water that often at all.
Because
you go weeks without getting water, because it's water itself.
Exactly.
It keeps itself hydrated.
Yeah.
And I can read this parable real quick, and then we go back to that. This is Luke chapter 8, verse 5. This is Yahushua speaking. It says, a sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture.
God, it lacked moisture because what? It didn't have nowhere to get the moisture from. Because where does the plants mainly get their moisture from? From the ground, the dirt, the soil. You know, the rain comes down. The leaves ain't taking in the water. All right, it's the roots that take in the water.
Water the leaves. I mean, you can't.
But you let the water go down. You know, man, you gotta wet the soil. You know.
The roots gotta suck that in.
That's what takes in the nutrients, man. Where does the plants get the nutrients from? The soil. Same thing to do with the water.
Luke chapter 8, verse 6. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture, because the roots can't grab onto a rock.